Hey, it's Mara. Just doing an update for you. So the last update I gave you was after my surgery and how it went. So now I'm going to let you know about um, my first appointment, my first doctor's appointment with the OB. So after our loss, we decided we do not want that same OB at all. Um, so we I asked the maternal fetal medicine specialist if she had any suggestions. We really liked our specialist when we were in the hospital, and I wanted to have her again for this pregnancy. So I asked her, this is before I actually got pregnant, I asked her for suggestions for a new doctor, and she gave me a couple names. And of course, once I got pregnant, then I called them and set up an appointment. And really, I went into this appointment thinking, okay, I'm going to give this person a chance, and if it doesn't work out, then I will find another doctor. Simple as that. So, um, so we went in the appointment, and actually didn't start out very well because she was an hour late. So we got there early because I try to always be, even if it's just 5 or 10 minutes early to my appointments. Got there early, and then we waited in the room for a while, in the waiting room, and then we got taken back to our room and waited there for another little while. But total, we were waiting on her for an hour. So by the time my turn came, my appointment had been there and passed. I could have had probably 2 appointments in that time period. But that was all okay because when she came in, she apologized profusely for being late and just said that's not very normal. There was just a situation, blah blah blah. So of course the next time I go, we'll see if that's normal or not. Um, so she was really really great actually. I wasn't again. I went in there ready to interview her or grill her, so that I was having the best experience ever this time, and having the best doctor ever because we didn't have that at all. And you know what? And I think I didn't like my last doctor, and I don't want to negate that. There were issues, but at the same time, I can't blame him too much because when I walked into his office the first time with my first pregnancy, I didn't have the issues that I have now, right? So, so of course, going into this doctor's now office, having issues that I didn't have last time, I expected her to take a different approach with this pregnancy, and it sounds like she's going to do just that. So she did an exam to see how the baby is. The baby was perfectly fine, no issues, thank goodness. Baby's actually measuring a little ahead than our initial count, but I mean, the baby was behind at first by a week, and then the baby kind of caught up a smidge, like half of a week, and now the baby's measuring ahead from my original guess by 2 or 3 days. So wherever the baby wants to be, the baby's just gonna be. I'm just gonna have to get over that. There's no real due date because baby's measured behind, baby is measured a little ahead, and now baby's measured far ahead. So I'm just gonna let it be. So when I went in, I was measured at 12 weeks in 1 day. So that's good because I'm also ready to get out of the first trimester. Even though my loss happened in the second trimester, the first trimester still scares me for the many reasons that people have miscarriages in the first trimester. So I'm very excited to get out of the first trimester, and right now it looks like I'll be out of the first trimester in a few days. I'll be in the second, so that makes me very happy. So she talked about what the protocol is going to be for this pregnancy. She wants me to have cervical checks, and that's kind of a controversial thing when it comes to having a pregnancy where you've got the transabdominal cerclage already, which I do. A lot of ladies are told you're normal, you're having a normal pregnancy, you don't need cervical checks because the tack, the cerclage, is going to prevent your cervix from changing, from dilating, from thinning out, from all of those things. And that's true. That's exactly what my cerclage is going to do. But I'm okay with the cervical checks. I think it's just peace of mind, and it gives my doctor peace of mind. It gives the specialist peace of mind. I think my specialist has had a TAC pregnancy 2 or 3 times before, and my OB said that she has only had one other TAC pregnancy. So they're also not used to this, which is why I'm okay with them doing the cervical checks, because I don't think it's going to hurt me any. And if it helps them learn along the way that, this seems the cervix isn't changing, so this must be normal for this. I'm okay with, in a way, being a tiny guinea pig, especially if it's something non-invasive, something that's not going to hurt me or the baby. I'm okay with them doing it. And again, it's going to give me peace of mind, and it's going to give them peace of mind. So my cervical checks are going to start bi-weekly at 16 weeks. So that's going to be coming up here in about a month. And then, let's see, what else? She said we're definitely going to do the progesterone shots, the McKenna shots, if you've ever heard of them. It's P17 or progesterone 17, and it's to help with preterm labor. There's a lot of studies out there that say that it helps. There's a few studies that say it's inconclusive if it helps, but I personally was something I wanted, and I didn't even have to mention it. She mentioned it before I did. So that was a relief that she was already going to where I was going, where I wanted to be, and care treatment wise. So that's starting also at 16 weeks. Sorry, I gotta throw some away. And she was just overall kind and understanding, and open to the crazy that is about to happen. Because right now I feel really good. I feel really confident, but I'm only 12 weeks in a few days, and there's a lot of ugly milestones I've got to get past. I've got to get past the point where I lost Siobhan, my little girl, the point where I lost Ronan, my little boy, the point of viability where I was wanting so badly for them to make it. So I've got some hurdles to jump over. And of course, once I get to viability, my next goal is to have a baby healthy at 39, 40 weeks. So she understood all of that. She understood the loss and how hard it is for us. And we reiterated a few times, we mentioned it quite a few times, that it was scary and we might need some hand holding and stuff like that. And she said, we're going to do the bi-weekly cervical checks, but if you want to see us more, just say something. I'm happy to help you and see you more. Call whenever you want. That's what we're here for. So she just made, I think my husband and I both feel a lot better. I mean, we still have, this first time we've only seen her, so it could be, who knows, it could change, but I'm not expecting that at the moment. So after that appointment, she said she wants me to see the specialist again to do the nuchal translucency scan. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's also called an NT scan. And so what you do with that scan is they measure the space in the back of the baby's neck brain area way back here. And the measurement is an indicator of possibly a genetic issue or Down syndrome or other type of chromosomal abnormalities. So we actually ended up doing that 2 days after. So I had my appointment on Monday with the OB, and then my appointment Wednesday with the specialist. And so we did that, and the measurement looked okay, so there were no issues there, but they also took blood, and they don't give you really a diagnosis until they combine the measurement and the blood, whatever they find in the blood. And then they give you like a number in 1,000 births or whatever of you possibly having a chromosomal abnormality. So like they'll give you like a 3 in 1,000 or something like that, or a million. I have no idea what the actual number is, but I'll tell you when I get it. I'm not worried about that necessarily. In fact, here's the real deal. I mean, my husband and I have no history in our family of anything like that, so we have no genetic issues. So that's one reason why I'm not worried. Furthermore, if I find out that my baby might have Down syndrome, I'm still having this baby. I mean, this is not one of those things where, oh my God, Down syndrome, I need to terminate the pregnancy. That's not anything to terminate a pregnancy for. I will absolutely cherish and love that child, even with Down syndrome. You know, there's nothing wrong with a child that has Down syndrome. So I will take that child and love it perfectly as much. And if there's an issue where the baby is going to possibly die or anything like that, that there's no way to actually have a healthy child, you know, I think we'll make whatever decision we need to make. Again, I'm just not worried that's going to happen. I don't know. I'm trusting my genetics. So, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I've got some pictures of my little baby. So I'll show them to you. Sorry, I gotta get them on. I think this is a hand. Can you see it? Yeah, I think that's a little hand up there. And face. That's a face, but it's kind of blurry, so. But there's the whole baby kind of sitting on his or her head. And then, I don't know what I'm looking at here. Sorry, and there's a little bit of glare. Oops. And there's the whole baby again sitting on his or her head. And sorry, there's a glare, shiny ultrasound paper. So, I guess this is probably one of the better pictures because you see the whole baby in the picture. So yeah, baby's looking good. That's pretty much it. I mean, emotionally, there's a lot emotionally going on. Like I said, physically, I feel great, actually. I mean, for being pregnant, I'm tired and I'm having nausea, but it's a little less than with the twins. So I think I'm feeling a little more vibrant, uppity, or whatever. So that's nice, you know, to not have physical symptoms dragging you down. Emotionally, you know, we're in the holidays and we don't celebrate Christmas, we celebrate Yule, and that's actually today. And things have been funny, you know, it's this would have been our twins' first Thanksgiving, first Yule, first New Year's, you know, all of those first my twins aren't here for. So emotionally we're dealing with those issues. And then of course we're nervous because we really want this baby to make it, and you know, we're a little nervous. Like I said, I feel fairly good because I'm almost out of the first trimester and I made it that far. So, you know, I have a lot of good things that are happening and hope for things to keep happening well. But I'm never going to let go of the fear. I'm never going to let go of my loss. And it's always there in the back of my mind. So yeah. So emotionally, I'm still on edge. I'm still sad. I'm still worried. I'm still fearful. All of those things are still there. I am to the point that I'm ready to tell most people what's happening. However, we haven't told hardly anyone. So, like Facebook, you know, Facebook's the big announcement. Nobody knows. I have a few family members that know, and my husband has told his boss, and that's it. I've encouraged him to tell his mom because one of the family members on my end that knows lives not too far away from his mom. I don't expect my family member to say anything, but if something happens, I really don't want her to find out from someone else, from rumor, from all that stuff. So I think I've convinced him to say something. We'll see. But in general, I'm ready to tell everybody, and I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why I feel that way. The only thing I can think of is, you know, with our twins, with Siobhan and Ronan, we told people before, a little before this point, I think 2 weeks or so before this point, like when I was around 10 weeks, and we told almost everybody, at least by 12 weeks, at least by this point, everybody knew. And so people were excited for us and could follow along as things were progressing and be happy for us. And then when we lost our babies, we had so many people behind us and feeling the loss and loving our babies as much as we were. So I feel bad because if something happens to this baby does not get such things. You know, no one even knows that it exists. So I feel bad. Like I guess the reality is I don't want to worry that I'm going to lose this baby and then have to have a support system, right? I want this baby to actually come home with us and all of that. So I want all the things I didn't get last time. And maybe I won't need a support system, but again, everybody knows that Siobhan and Ronan lived. Nobody knows anything about this baby. There are 5, because my boss knows now 2. So 5 people in the world, besides my doctors, that know this baby exists. It's not very many. When before there were people around the world, not kidding, people in various countries of the world that knew this baby, knew our twins, and celebrated our twins, and mourned our twins. So I just want the same. That's all. So that is it. If you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. I'm going to answer a few questions that were posted on my last video. Forgive my appearance. I decided not to do anything today with my face. So no makeup, no anything. Yeah. I'm wearing t-shirt and sweats. Yeah. That's actually kind of rare for me. I'll wear that around the house, like when I get home from the evening after I take off my nice clothes, I'll wear a similar outfit. But normally, even on the weekends, I get dressed. I put my makeup on or whatever. I do something with my hair instead of this. But sometimes you just don't give a damn. And that's today. So, I hope everybody's doing well. There's a lot of people that I used to follow their videos and they're not doing videos anymore. So I hate that I'm not really watching a lot of videos because no one's really making a lot of videos. So if anyone knows any good people that I should be following, especially people that have similar stories, that have gone through maybe a loss, twin pregnancy, IVF, a pregnancy after loss, that's where I'm at now in my journey. I would love to see their videos and follow them and just see how they're doing. So if you know of anybody, please point me in their direction because, like I said, I don't have many people anymore that I can watch and see their videos. So I would love to have some new people. All right. See ya.